Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Valerie and today is Friday, September 27th, and this video is going to be part 2 of my return to budgeting pretty much. I was traveling a lot of August and September for work, so I did not really do my budget in YNAB, at least during those time frames. So it's been about 3.5, close to 4 weeks since I've actually done my budgeting, except for my last video. So I did not get to close out my August budget, and then I still need to make sure I allocate the money from my second paycheck for September, or actually my first paycheck, my mid-month paycheck for September, and the end of the month paycheck for August. Yes, so I have 2 paychecks in this total here, this $5,000. So these are 2 paychecks. This is the end of August paycheck, and this is the mid-month September paycheck, as well as a reimbursement for my work travel in this paycheck. I do have another reimbursement for work that is still being processed, so I will get that a little later. So before we start this video, I do need to go in, because whenever I open up my budget, the first thing I always do is make sure I approve any pending transactions that have already posted in my accounts, and reconcile the actual accounts. Then I start working in the budget. This is because I want to make sure that all of the numbers and amounts that I am moving around in my budget are accurate. So let's see here. We have these 2 transactions that we already had pending. So they have already posted to the Capital One card. These are my 2 subscriptions, one for Crunchyroll and one for my Zumba membership. So I can go ahead and approve these 2. And then in the last video, my expenses for where I'm living right now for work, I did have this transaction listed in my checking account when it should have been for my Amex account. So I did change the account for this transaction. So I will be paying this amount today. So I am going to go ahead and approve it, because after this video ends, I will go in and pay that. So that'll be left as uncleared, so it won't affect the numbers right now. So now let's go to the checking account. So these transactions here have synced in YNAB, because in the last video as well, my Navy Federal account, it was having some issues, and it hadn't synced in about 2 days before then, so a lot of the transactions weren't merging yet. So they are all good to go now. So let's go ahead and approve those, and I'm going to open up my Navy Federal account so I can verify the balance. And let's minimize this. Okay, so my checking account has a balance of $5,227.14, which matches. So we don't really need to reconcile because it's already reconciled, and we don't have any pending transactions. My bills account has a 0 balance. These 2 transactions, again, as previously stated, the YNAB wasn't syncing the bank, but it is good to go now, so that's good. And then my savings account, $1,084, that's good to go. And my Amex card has a 0 balance. And again, this transaction is going to remain here as pending because I will be paying it today. All right, Now let's go to my Ally account. I shouldn't have any changes to this one because I have not updated this account, but I will be adding money to this account today, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still considering closing this high yield savings account and then just strictly using Wealthfront, but I'm not entirely sure because I don't know if I want to put all of the money into one or not, because the Zelle thing with the Ally high yield savings is still giving me issues because I have Zelle with my Navy Federal account, and that email is tied to that, and I don't want to have two. And of course, Ally is not letting me log in because they're having app issues as usual. So this is really deterring me from actually using Ally Bank. So I might end up just moving that money in this account to my Wealthfront anyway, because this is annoying. Let's just open up my Wealthfront account to verify this balance. $16,294.76. $16,294.76. Okay. And then Capital One. Capital One, I just got the code 10567, 10567, and so we can go ahead and reconcile this one because the other two transactions have posted, so we are good to go for that. And then we have my Apple cards. So my Apple card is $132.90, which matches. My Apple savings is $283.08. $283.08. And then my Apple cash is $23.52, which matches. So we are good to go for all of the accounts. Everything is reconciled and matching YNAB. So now we are going to, first of all, I need to set aside the mid-month September payment, because if you've been to my channel and watched my videos before, my mid-month paycheck is what I use to fund the following month. So my mid-month amount for September was this paycheck here, so $2214.56. So I'm just gonna copy this amount and go back to the budget, and then I'm going to go to October and I'm going to put that money here. So that is my September mid-month, and this amount is going to fund all of my money for October, all of my categories for October, minus a couple of the savings accounts. All right, and then also I received a work reimbursement, $787.50. So right now, I'm just going to put that in the work expenses category. I'm just going to put all of it in there for right now, and then I'll roll with the punches afterwards. So right now, I'm just putting the income where it's supposed to be. All right. And then this $2242.97 should be my end of month paycheck for August. Oh no, 2233.66. So some of this, let's copy this and put it in the holding category. So we have 931. So some of this is interest earned. So some of it is interest earned to my Wealthfront account, my Ally account, and my Apple account. So with this amount here, I need to make sure all of the interest goes to the correct account category. So let's go to Wealthfront first and see how much the interest earned on this one. Oh, we did that one already. So Wealthfront, I automatically put it towards the category, so I don't have to worry about that. And then the same with my Apple interest earned, I put it straight towards the category. My Ally, I did put this one straight towards the category. And then my savings, this one I did not put towards a category, so I need to put this 21 cents towards emergency fund. So I'm just going to start doing that in here. That way I don't have to worry about it. So my emergency fund should match 1,084 cents. And it does, 1,084 cents. And I did remove this category, this amount, this core savings with Ally. I just went ahead and got rid of that and merged it with my family category, savings category up here. So what I'm going to do is move this money to the family category. And then I'm going to hide this category. I'm not going to delete it because I do, at least for right now, because I do have transactions. I might have transactions coming from that account, so I need to double check first. But for right now, we're just going to hide it. So my Ally amount, this $672.49 here on the left, should match $672.49 here. So we're good there. So this $9.10, it could be the return for the ATM fees. So I had an ATM rebate of $9.23. So where is the rest? 923. This is not 923. Just ignore that. I don't know where this I'm missing 13 cents somewhere. But I don't know. But But either way, we'll just keep going, and then in the end, we'll just make sure all of the numbers are correct, and if they are, then that's fine. So we're just going to go ahead and assign, we're going to close out August 1st. So since this paycheck was at the end of August. I'm going to go ahead and delete it from here. So with my end of month paychecks, I usually fund the rest of my savings for savings categories for that month. So this amount is going to fund some savings for August that I didn't get to do previously. Oh wait, it's not going to let me because the month is gone. Oh well. Because when did that paycheck come in? Yeah, it came in on August 28th. But because the month is already past, I can't. Is that why I can't do it? I don't know. But usually it's still here. Usually. Because the transaction occurred in August, so it should still show this money is available in August. But it might have just went ahead and rolled over. But I don't like that. But either way, let's go ahead and use this money to cover the overspending for September. So we're going to cover my fees and my perfume shopping. And then we're also going to fund, I didn't need this money for September. Well, I might, because I still have to pay the workers for the house, my housekeeper, but we'll see. I need to go to my savings, so let's go to my savings categories. And we're going to cover the car. So it says I need $853.64. So we're going to cover that. And then I'm just going to, no, $853.64. So I'm going to go to checking and go ahead and add a transaction. So I can keep track of the amount that I need to move from my Wealthfront account to, from my checking account to the Wealthfront account. Okay, so we did that, and let's see. So we have $9.91 left, but I don't like that. And it's really weird because I did have the money for it. Because with these transactions, the Apple Music subscription went up. Apple Music went up a couple of cents, almost $1 actually. And then those work expenses. It's really weird, but this is okay. So now I'm going to change this subscription because I think I need to edit the target because it's going to be $11.76 now. Save the target, and then I'm going to add $1.07. So we're good to go for that. Am I going to withdraw the ATM stuff today or Monday? It all depends on if I need to. I might as well just go ahead and do it. Let's refill this up to 600. Because I pay my housekeeper at the end of the month, and then I pay my gardener in the middle of the month. Because I have a new gardener and he started mid-month, so we do 30 days. So I think that's fine. And then let's go ahead and refill these underfunded categories so I can start, because I took money from these categories previously to roll with the punches with some previous spending last month. So with that, I don't have any more work trips, so I can move this extra amount to ready to assign. So I have some more because my work expenses are covered. And then I need to refill my family category, so I need $327.51 here. But I also need to fund travel. Why does this say? Oh, I was like, let me edit this Target. This costs $2.99. I think. Is it $2.99? How much does Final Cut Pro cost? I thought it was $2.99. Of course, the internet would be going slow right about now. Why are you going slow? Yeah, it's $299.99. Okay, so I only need $16 more, and I don't fill that up with my actual money. I just use the interest that I earned on my Apple Card, the daily cash, that I get on my Apple Card, and any interest only towards that category. So so let's go back up and see anything else that I need to refill other than the family. I won't be buying any more books anytime soon. I'm still reading a lot. And then I've also been using Libby more, the Libby app more with my library card. So I've been getting to read books for free. Let's see here. Everything else seems to be on track. What am I over? Because why is this showing? Oh, because it's from last month. So with credit cards, that's probably why it's not letting me fill this in. because with these transactions, this 31.32, the 24 cents was the Sims Resources, an international company, so I had an international fee there, and then with the Apple Music or whatnot. But with some of these transactions, I think maybe they were from last month, and because I didn't fund that category then, it's showing that I need to cover it now. It carried over as a debt, so that means the amounts that I have here currently available is coming from September categories. However, I still need to cover the remaining with actual money from my ready to assign because of the previous debt that was made. So because my Amex has a balance of $74.69, but oh no, because it's maybe that's why it's showing that. Let's go ahead and put the 74. That's what I should have did. Put the 74.69 in that category. Work expenses. Is it work expenses or random fees? Random fees. I had a brain fart, so I was wrong. Well, I was right, but also wrong for that one anyway. 74.69. So plus 74.69, since I will be making the transaction today. So but wait, now it says I have that extra, so maybe that wasn't it. Let me undo. So why is it saying that I need some more money? What is this? I don't understand. Okay, 31.32 that's from August. 31.32. So let's go ahead and do that. So I need 31.32 to cover from August. This Apple Card, $1.07, and that is from the $1.07 for the Apple Music. I thought I had to add more to the categories. I was like trying to figure that out. So I was right, but I was going about it the wrong way. So I kind of lost myself for a second. So I added the amounts that were overspent from August. Those two transactions became a debt because I didn't have the money the actual cash assigned in the category to cover that amount. So YNAB made it an actual debt. And then so for September, instead of only using the money that was in the actual categories, I also had to physically assign money to the credit card using the first column here. Assign it to the credit card to pay last month's debt. Sorry if that confused anybody, because I definitely confused myself for a second, but we're good to go for there. So now we have $444.38. And I'm going to I don't know if I want to put that all towards family. No, I'm not, because I still have $672 left in there, so I'm not going to put it towards family. I'm going to put it towards travel, because I'll have My dad will be coming to visit soon, and I also need to buy some stuff and pay for things. I want to pay for things while he's here so he won't have to worry about anything, and then extra stuff for the trip over. So I'm going to put that all here. 444.38. And so let's go to checking and edit the transaction. So far, that's how much I'll be moving over to Wealthfront. All right, so right now, September is good to go. I have money to use at the ATM here to exchange for local currency, so that's good. Now we can go ahead and budget for October. So let's take this money out of the holding category. All right, so this is my September mid-month paycheck, and it's going to be used to fund my October, a portion of my October bills. So first, I like to go with the subscriptions, because those are mandatory, because they are automatic subscriptions. So let's fund all of those. And then right now I'm going to only fund $500 for the ATM, because I want to see how much I can get by with just $500. Then I want to, then I'll fill up my monthly bills. Ooh, wait, let me go back. Did I do my August? I did, okay. Okay, I wanted to make sure I added money for the August for the new car. So, and I did, so I'm good there. And I just did September's, so we're good. So, all right, so I did my monthly bills. I've done subscriptions. Now let's do gas, groceries, and household. Underfunded by $233. And I'm gonna leave this orange for now. And then we're gonna go down to my sinking funds. Underfunded by $294. So let's fill those. Then my savings accounts. So right now, with the mid-month paycheck, I don't really use that one to cover the car for the month. I usually use the end of the month paycheck, so I'm not going to put that money there. I think I'm going to put all of this towards travel. Oh, I forgot this one. Let me cover this. Cannot forget that. Double check everything. Let me double check September. So monthly bills all covered. Subscriptions all covered. Even the new prices. Oh, I do need to change YNAB. Because the YNAB subscription is changing. I did get that email. if I still have it. Because I think it's going to be like 100 and something. It's going to be 109. So I'm going to edit my target to be 109. Because I think it's actually on my, I think I saw it actually on the YNAB app. See if it's going to be like any cents added to it. Like, is it going to be 109.99? Everything is going so slow. Just 1 second. I think it's going to be 109.99. But I need to log in here because it's not showing there. And I don't want to open it up on this screen on the computer because I don't want to have to block out all my other stuff. So I'd rather just pull it up on my iPad and check just to verify. Okay, so it is going to be just 109, and it's going to be March the 28th still. So we're going to save that target. And so let's just go ahead and cover the underfunded. So it's an extra $1.43 a month. Okay. Wait, why does it show that I have $50 in gifts? Do I have extra money somewhere? Why is that? Oh, I was confusing gifts and charity. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, I was confusing myself. As usual. All right, so got the YNAB target changed. So yes, September is good. I don't. Well, let's add the extra to $1.43 here. All right, so starting at the top again, monthly bills, good. Subscriptions for October, good. True expenses for October, good. Let's go ahead and put $100 here for what I forgot to budget for. I shouldn't have any more work expenses in October because I won't be traveling in October. The next travel, I think, will be next year, early next year, at least for work. So should be, who knows. But I'm not doing any books. Oh, I will be getting the new iPhone. So I do need to put money towards that. Because I'm going to buy it outright, and then I'm going to sell my other one, and the money that I make from that, I'll just have as cash on hand. So I might just use this for $23.30 in electronics, because I'm gonna have my dad bring it when he comes to visit. So yeah, let's just assign all of this to electronics for $24.30. Yeah, because I'm gonna get the new phone. And again, the family, I'm not going to worry about it. I still have over $600 there available if some family needs something. Plus, I still have my emergency fund, so no issues there. And then this one will just stay yellow until the end of September, which I actually get paid next week on Monday, I think. So this category will be filled up then. All right, so I need to get the amount. Let's go to savings. So for sinking funds, I need that plus monthly bills, because all of these minus, okay, so this is all in my savings. That's what this custom view is for savings. This is all the categories that I have in my actual high yield savings accounts and my regular savings accounts. But my monthly bills and my annual subscriptions and my sinking funds are all in Wealthfront. But I did spend money from Wealthfront because I did have my DLB Daily and my Crossrope. Both of these subscriptions came out for September. So some of this money, I will just be subtracting the cost for those two from the total that I'm getting ready to put into the Navy Federal checking, just so I can annotate, yes, this money was taken out and it's no longer in the high yield savings account anymore. But in actuality, it was never moved because I had the money in my checking account, if that makes sense. So these totals, $731.14. So I'm going to add that here. $731.14. Okay, so $2,029.06. And then we're going to go back to the budget and we're going to see how much. So this was $70 plus $79.99. So we're going to subtract $70 and then $79.99. So we're only moving $1879.07 to Wealthfront. And then we also need to pay my Apple Card. So we need to make a transaction here. This money that we do have available is $132.90, so we need to move the money from the checking account to my Apple Cash. So $132.90. I'm going to save that, and then we're going to go to the Apple Card, and we're going to, I always go over there, we're going to record a payment from, and make sure it's automatically going to say my Apple Cash account already, because that's what I usually pay, always pay for mine from. So it's automatically going to have all of this filled in for you. And then I'm going to save, and I'm going to go ahead and not do that. So I'm gonna leave this transaction, but I'm gonna edit this transaction because I don't need, because I still have $23.52 in here. So let's change this amount. Minus $23.52, because I want this account to be zero. So we're only gonna move $109.38. From my checking to the Apple Cash. So $109.38. All right, so that is done, and it is cleared. And so now let's pay the $132.90 from the Apple Cash. All right, so now my Apple Card has a zero balance and my Apple Cash has a zero balance. And let's go to the Apple Card to double check. Yes. And it does have a zero balance, and it is not pending. All right, so those two are good to go. Let's go to my Apple Card, or not my Apple Card, my Capital One card, because I need to pay this one as well. So with this amount, with my Capital One card, I pay it from my bills account, because I like to track my bills in a separate account versus from all of my other things. So first I need to transfer the money from my checking account to my bills account. So let's add a transaction for $105.67 to the bills account. But we're gonna also go ahead, what just happened? I don't know what just happened. Let's undo whatever that was. All right, the bills, $105.67. But we're also going to add the amount for my expenses for my living expenses here, and that's the $74.69. So we're going to move $180.36 to from my checking to my bills account. $180.36. All right, and so now we're going to go to my Capital One card, and we're going to record a payment while also doing it in the app itself. And this will be a payment from my bills account, my Navy Federal bills account, to the Capital One card. Again, because I always pay my Capital One card from my bills account, it automatically populates it here for me without me having to. and now I'm just waiting for the code to come through on the app. If it ever does it. It's being a little slow here, but we're gonna go ahead and save this payment. And so now I'll have a 0 working balance for the Capital One card, and well, now the code pops up as soon as I close it and reopen it. Let's do this again. Give me a new code. Okay. All right, so I'm paying it on my phone now as well. 105.67 effective today. Let's pay. All right, so now the payment is showing pending in my Capital One, and it'll stay as pending here in YNAB. So now we are all good to go. I'll transfer the money from my checking to my Wealthfront account. And then I will be done. So these are the current transactions. Well, I can go ahead and, at least for the Apple cards, I can go ahead and reconcile those. Because they are 0 balance. That way they're not showing in the all accounts screen. I think it was just those two. All right, so now we are good to go. These are all the transactions that are currently pending from my checking account to my bills account and with the Wealthfront savings account, as well as the payment that the transaction that I will be making today offline. So now everything is reconciled. The budget for October has been completed. I have closed out September, attempted to close out August, but I guess it was already too far behind. So that one is closed out as well, since we covered the overpayment, or the underfunded from August in September by adding the money to the assigned category for each credit card that was overspent. So we are all good. Sorry if this video was a little rushed and all over the place. I tried to, my brain was just kind of wonky right now, because this was a lot. I definitely will not be doing this again, making sure I, at least not that long. Like if it happens, I don't want to go no more than 2 weeks without doing my budget. I prefer doing it weekly. So I'm definitely going to make sure I do them weekly. I try to do them on Fridays, because Fridays are shorter, longer days, free time for me. So Fridays is best for me to do my budget. So I'm gonna try to stick with that. It was just all of the travel that I was doing for August and September. The budget kind of got away from me. So, but I do need to make this a habit. Continuous habit at least. Well, that is all I have for this video. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you to all my new subscribers and for tagging your friends in the comments. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoy YNAB or want to try it out, I do have a referral link in the description box. It will give you a 34-day free trial. And then if you do subscribe, to YNAB, you'll get an extra 30 days for free, as well as myself. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.